Alright, Pokè Peeps, so today we're doing something I haven't done in a while, and we're ranking the Sword and Shield Pokedex so far, in my opinion. For this, I'll be going on not only the look, but also what I think about the Pokemon and where it's going and that sort of thing. So, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so first up we've got our little Asthma Puffer. I'm not really a fan of that. I'm putting that into a D tier. I feel like their recycling it looks very much like a silver Gigalith. I'm sure it might look a little bit better in game, but so far what I've seen of it, I'm not a fan. It's going into the D tier. Then we have our Hangry Morpeko. For me, it looks a little bit too much like Professor Zurg or Zurg from Toy Story. But I do like it, so it's going to be a C tier there. Again, C's not a bad mark. It's a passing grade, but so far, this bad boy definitely isn't passing in my eyes. Then we have normal Morpeko. Again, I like it. I think it's kind of cool. So it goes into the C tier as well. Then we've got, again, really can't remember the name of this one yet. I do like its idea. I do like its design. However, I'm over the fact that it's a 4 times weak to electric. Water flying, I'm over it. Give it up. Get some Pokemon that don't have 4 times weaknesses as your new Pokemon. Speaking of 4 times weaknesses, we've got Dreadnought here. Again, I think it's a completely missed cause. It said it can bite through steel and that sort of thing, but it's listed as a water rock Pokemon, which to me makes 0 sense whatsoever. Water steel. Could have been steel and ground. Could have been so many more things that I would have preferred or would have suited, in my opinion, better. But they've gone with that, so I guess we have to just live with the fact that it's a cool design, but terrible typing. So, next we have Lulu. Again, kind of cute. I like the design. Gonna be a B tier. I don't think it's going to be a final evolution. I definitely think it evolves, but I'm interested to see how and what happens to it. Typing-wise, I feel like normal Pokemon becoming less and less frequent because they're just not useful in the game. Unless they bring in a type that normal's super effective against or weak against, that sort of thing, I think it's going to be a little bit of a forgotten typing. In my opinion, of course. Next we have All Creamy. Now, I really like All Creamy. I'm tempted to put it in the A tier. I won't yet. No. I'll go back and have a re-look at it, but at this point it's going to be a B tier. Actually, no. It's an A tier. It's an A tier. The design's really cute. I like it. I like the fact that they put in the different forms or flavors, I guess. I really like that. Personally, my favorite is the pure white and green. I think it just pops really well. I wish there was a pure white and blue. That would be spectacular in my eyes, but you gotta live with what you get, so pure white and green is my go-to. Then we have the Elder Goss, I think this is. I think it's recycling Jumpluff a little bit too much. I'm not saying it's a bad design, I just expect just a little bit more. Then we have the Elderflower. It's a little bit better, it's still a cool design. Very basic though, just repetition of shapes and that sort of thing, so not my favourite. Then we have the Grookey. I'm liking Grookey. I think it's got a cool design. I'm hoping that we see a new typing there with, like, grass. I don't even know. Grookey's not really... Grass Steel, maybe, could be okay. Although, again, 4 times weak to fire. Or Grass Rock could be kind of cool. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go with typing as the evolution chains go. Then we have the Galarian form Zigzagoons. Obstagoon, I really like the design. I think it looks cool. Linoon, not so much. Same with Zigzagoon. I like them, but they're nothing too special. But just more like a skunk, I guess. Zigzagoon, I'm really hoping... I think it's normal dark or just dark, something like that. Again, I'm over the 4 times weeks, but kind of cool. I'll live with that. Next we have the Poltergeist. I do like it, but again, I'm not blown away by it. I think it's a little bit of a generic design. I think they could have gone a little bit harder, particularly with the bottom half. It feels like they finished the top and then they were like, oh, hell, that's not a complete image. Let's just chuck something on the bottom. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of the design of the Poltergeist in terms of finish. But overall, it is pretty cool. And I'm hoping it's got some pretty cool stats as well. Then we've got my little pony, the unicorn here. Yeah, no, it's getting in the A tier. It's beautiful, it's cute. I really hope it turns into like a Pegasus-like Pokemon. I think that would be pretty cool. Then we've got, yeah, Pegasus Pokemon with maybe Aerolate as its ability. So it can have like fairy flying type with normal moves being flying moves and getting a boost. I think that would be really cool. Maybe a buff to some speed and attack. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where they go with it, although a little bit scared as well, just from some of the others that I've seen. Roly-Coly, yeah, I do like it. I think it's kind of cool. It's not my favorite. Again, it's obviously a first evolution of most likely the area's base ground type. Most generations have one, but I think it's kind of cool. Scorbunny. Awesome design. Really terrified that it's going to be a firefighting mon. Please let's get fire electric. I think that's going to be a much better typing. Again, we've never seen it before. It would be epic on a starter Pokemon. Then we have Surfet. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen like the memes or even the discussion where people are like, oh, they really loved the Alolan Exeggutor and the fact that its head goes off the page. Let's do the same thing with Farfetch because it's a cool gimmick. The design's kind of cool, but it seems very juvenile. It seems like a very childish way of doing it. It could have been much cooler, in my opinion. But anyway, we got an evolution for Farfetch, so or it might not even be an evolution, it might just be the Galarian form, but hey, we got something for it, so we can't really be too complaining. Or complaining too much, I should say. Stovall, love the design. Can't wait to see what its evolutions do. Like the whole spy theme that it's got going, the invisibleness. I think that's really cool. I'm wondering if it's going to get like an ability where it gets like evasion boosts or something whenever it gets hit by an attack or something along those lines. I think that would be pretty cool. Delirium Wheezing. Design-wise, I'd have it down here. I think it looks stupid. I don't like it at all. But because of that neutralizing gas ability, it's an A tier. That is going to change the meta of Pokemon so aggressively. Absolutely ridiculous ability. So cool. Love it. Really fantastic. Yamper, I like the design. I'm looking forward to seeing what it evolves into. But again, I just think it looks very plain. Not much effort put into it. They were like, oh, let's draw a Corgi. Oh, it's got a lightning bolt as a tail. There we go, that's a Pokemon. I think it needs just a little bit more work to be a full Pokemon, in my eyes. Again, I know it's not changing from that, and I think that's exactly what we've got. But, again, just looks childish, not completed, that sort of thing. Corviknight, on the other hand, it's got a whole backstory, it's got the taxi service sort of thing going, it's awesome, it's huge, it's a steel crow. I think that's a flawless Pokemon. I think it's really cool, really enjoy it. Now, Zamazenta and Zamion or whatever they called. I'm tempted to put them down here. They're not doing anything for me. I don't like the design. I think, again, very childish, very blasé. I feel like they should have gone, instead of going for the literal meaning of sword and shield, I think they could have gone a little bit more in-depth or something like that. Maybe the shield variant being a psychic type and could put up shields, that sort of thing, would be cool in my eyes, more so than a steel Pokemon with a shield. It's not like we haven't seen it before with Honedge and Aegislash and those ones, so I think they're just sort of reusing ideas a little bit. Again, looks nothing like it, but it's the idea and the premise that is identical. So it's going to go into the D tier, the shield form. The sword form I am going to leave in the E tier. I don't like it whatsoever. I feel like they should have put like it as a unicorn Pokemon or something like that. I just feel like at the moment they're very plain, very basic. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. So doing a bit of a relook, I think I'm gonna take Elderflower down, and I think that's fine. I think that's how I'm gonna leave it. So A tiers, we have Orcreamy, the Obstagoon, My Little Pony, Scorbunny, Stovall, Delirium Weezing, and Corviknight. Then the rest, they're not bad, but they could be better. Personally, I think a lot of the designs just needed a few more days looking into it, maybe adding some details, that sort of thing. But all in all, I think they've done really well. I do like the look of some of the Pokemon, and I do think the game's going to be amazing. Alrighty guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also guys, let me know down in the comment what you think of Pokemon we've received so far. If you enjoy them, let me know. If you don't, let me know as well, but please don't start hate or anything like that. It is a new game, we haven't played it yet, so we should just wait and see what we get in the end. Anyways,